Yeah, look, like it was an interesting, like we've been training really well. We've had a great preparation for this year, and like the way that our off season worked really well. We weren't really that stoked with how our domestic comps went, with only getting like 65. We knew I was embedded in that. But yeah, we did a loading program, and we knew that we were going to train through nationals. But yeah, I knew that I could still be capable of something solid. And then I got COVID the week before nationals. So I was a bit like, oh shit, like this could go really well because I might be rested, but it could also be like my body might be just fried. Luckily enough, like we know that my body can hold like strength reserves really well. So that week off actually did me some good. And then, yeah, just kind of walked straight back into feeling great and moving well, and everything lined up really well at nationals. No, it was weird. Like I had that 67 in the first round, and the preceding throws were kind of not as good. But I knew I just wasn't lining it up. I just felt like the movement was nice, but they weren't coming out of my hand well. So then when I got it to go up my hand a little bit better, still wasn't great. It wasn't like what I'm capable of. I thought, okay, like this is better. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 67 high, maybe 68. And then I saw it hit its apex, and I was like, oh, this is going really far. And just like kept floating and stuff. So, yeah, it was kind of, I knew that I was capable of something, but also at the same time unexpected for the way that the throw came together. Yeah, so it's good. So it's a pretty common misconception with discus. So the way that you would think of a disc flying is similar to an aeroplane. So you want wind speed to create lift. So a headwind is actually more beneficial than a tailwind. So if you're throwing, I don't know what the exact, you throw it at like 24 meters a second if you're throwing it really well. If you have a 24 meter per second tailwind, technically you've got terrible lift and the discus just has momentum to travel off. But when you are throwing into a headwind, it creates extra lift, extra wind speed, like it's traveling faster, so it kicks and flies and pushes it along. No, like, I mean, I had all my selection criteria done. Like I had the auto qualifier, I was in the top 4 points and everything like that. And I competed enough in the domestic season, which is like is part of your selection criteria. Okay. So I had I was very confident that all I had to do was win nationals and tick that off. So yeah, won that, got selected. It was a great weekend, and had a bit of a, it's very relieving because like the last 2 Olympics that I've done, I've had to chase distances. Like I've had to, 2021 I was injured, had to build back up, try and chase the qualifier, got it, and then try and, be in good form for the Olympics. And then Rio, I was chasing it from like January all the way until I think May or June, where I was doing trips to the US and stuff like that. So the fact that I've just, I'm in a comfortable spot where I can just focus on competing really well when I want to, instead of having to like force those competitions, is really, it's a nice place to be. I know it's always a great feeling. I think, obviously selection is one thing, and you're always very stoked to be selecting the team. But I think most of it, for me at least, like most of it doesn't really sink in until you're there, till you're in the stadium, till you're in the village and all that sort of stuff. Because there's a lot of time in between, a lot of things can happen, and you obviously want to stay healthy and be in that position. So where you are competing. So it's satisfying. It's comforting that we have that done, but we're also it doesn't count until you're actually there competing at the games.